One of the reasons that I chose the Whoop is because it doesn't have a screen. I already spend long enough sat on my phone, getting caught up in that social media machine. So I specifically wanted something without a screen and without something else to keep me preoccupied. I think it looks very sleek. I like the black. That was a no cost option. Why should I be bothered about tracking my data? When I am restored, when I am feeling rested, I can make better decisions. I am more creative. I can be in a position to give more to the people around me. For the past 7 years, I've been a personal trainer and also a holistic health coach. I'm doing everything that I feel I should be doing. I'm waiting 90 minutes for that first cup of coffee. Sometimes, just got to get it in. I'm grounding, I'm getting that early morning sun exposure in my eyes. As a breathwork coach, I also mouth tape every night. I'm doing all the things that I perceive I should be doing, but the main thing I'm not doing is managing stress. Sleep is one of the biggest levers that we can pull to live a more fulfilled life. When I started working for myself as a personal coach, striking that work-life balance becomes a lot harder. I often joke that I left that 5 days a week, working 9 to 5, for then working for myself, and then you work every day of the week.
The Whoop is a wearable tracker that monitors your real-time fitness, stress and sleep data. It then calculates your overall recovery and preparedness for your daily activities based on your recent exercise, heart rate and how well you slept the night before.
The Whoop 4.0 hardware means that it never leaves your side for uninterrupted data collection. The strap and the battery pack are both waterproof, and because it doesn't have a screen, double tap and it will give you an LED indication of how much battery is left. Alternatively, you can check in the app. By putting the battery pack onto the strap, it will charge from there.
The integration, especially on iOS, is very intuitive and I was able to get started with the workout very quickly.
As you can see, I'm not super into tech. I wear a plastic watch, although this does happen to be one of my favourite watches ever, the W86. If you know, you know. I try and disassociate from tech as much as possible. I put my phone on airplane mode when I put it in my pocket. I don't like having Bluetooth on all the time. I'm going to be turning 38 in less than a month. And this has brought a realization to me that soon I'm going to be 40. And as a kid, I felt like 40 was old.
My goal is to get into my 40s and be stronger, more mobile and more athletically capable than I've ever been.
I don't feel old. I've got some things that I need to manage. I've never had a problem with working out or having that motivation to work out. I'm very good at stressing my body, and there isn't something negative about stressing the body, providing you give yourself that recuperation and recovery time off the back of it. I've always been happy getting in the gym, being active in my daily life, getting out for walks. As you've seen on my channel, I also get into saunas, and I am a cold water therapist as well. So cold and sauna are part of my weekly routine. But what I do need help with is some of those recuperative and restorative practices, such as reminding myself to meditate and starting to wind down. And rather than just pressing that accelerator all the time, bop, 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 I need to start bringing in some of those wind down practices as well, balancing that yin and that yang.
A couple of the metrics that I'm very interested in are the sleep data tracking and also HRV, which is heart rate variability. That is actually a score that you want to be quite high, because a high HRV score promotes a better parasympathetic state, which is your rest and digest response, and also leads to quicker recovery, better overall health, and a more relaxed body and mind.
By having a Whoop, it means that I can look at the data, I can be analytical about the things that I need to change in my life. I can't hide from that data. One thing to bear in mind is that some people will definitely have like analysis paralysis, and that's something that happened to me on the very first night. I was excited about getting this device, I was excited about charging it, excited about putting it on, and that offset my bedtime. I was then preoccupied about trying to get a good sleep score, and you know what it's like when you're lying in bed and you're thinking, right, gotta go to sleep, gotta get good, gotta get a good sleep. And it never happens. Over the next month, I will be wearing the Whoop, analysing some of that data. I will be applying some of that back into my health and wellness practices. I'm excited to take you guys on that journey with me. If you want to join me on that journey, grab a free month on me and see how you can start to optimize your day. And let me know if there are some other wearables, are there some other integrations that I need to be looking at? Is it something you have experimented with?